podcast on juvenile justice in Malaysia. So today I am Krishnan Raj and my co-host Mr. Kevin. So we are diving deep into the world of underage crime, so in the juvenile justice system, and what type is a Malaysian system that handle what reformers are needed. So today our respected judges are joined with us, so Mr. Shashwan and Mr. Vinod and Mr. Mahmood. So today regarding our juvenile justice, so the first question I move to Mr. Vinod. So what you think of, so explain about what juvenile justice means that different from the adult juveniles in Malaysia.
Okay, so sure. First, the juvenile system is the justice by the legal system for minors who are below 18. So for the adults, they more focus on punishment rather than rehab. So for the minor, they focus more on rehabilitation, where they trust that minors who are under 18, they can improve, they can when they become an adult, they can know what they can do and all. So rather than punish, they will teach them more. Okay. So for the Malaysia Child Act 2001 ensures that children are given guidance, not just penalties. For example, a child cannot be sentenced to death or life imprisonment. Okay. So next I will say about minors that below 18, they can be placed on probation, sent to rehabilitation, such like just now I say, they will be sent to rehab first. One of the center in Malaysia is Sekolah Tunas Bakti. Okay, so where they ordered to do community service. For adult, when they do a mistake or any wrong, they will be punished. So for the minors who do one of the example of rehabilitation is doing a community service to a public place, school, and also the public where they have a lot of people. So the goal is to help them to reintegrate into society, not stigmate them for life. We have improved a lot but rural areas lack resources. Many juvenile centers are overcrowded and also understaffed. Now there are a lot of cases where minors doing, so there's not enough place for all the minors to be placed in one place. So finally I will say about
Okay, thank you, Mr. Vinod.
Okay, thanks host. Okay, juvenile crime has been the rise lately, from school violence to cyber scam. So with us today we have three amazing guests, Mr. Shashwin, Mr. Vinod and Mr. Mahmood, who will share facts, real cases and solutions. Okay, for guest Shashwin. Now let's talk about the causes. Why are some kids turning to crime? Can you explain about that?
Yes. So there are many reasons. So broken family and peer pressure, and then also poverty, and then school dropout, and then also social media. So social media influence. So one major case in 2023 is the teenagers in Batavia. So they do is the do housebreaking, but they say it's for TikTok purpose only.
So do you think the TikTok is a minor problem for the current teenagers, or?
Yes, it's a current problem because when the teenagers watch TikTok, so it's problem to like, because nowadays the TikTok influence do a more how to say, it's the more negative road, and then also
so now you can see, so now even they have a restriction for the kids, like underage people access to the TikTok. So even some other adults, even parents given their phones to their children play like that. So what do you think about that? So is that good or?
No, it's bad, because when old time, so children all play in the playground. Yeah, nowadays all play with the phone. So the parents also give to give.
So there is a witness and there also from the parental side, so there is a witness, so to they access the TikTok and they have a chances to do their crime like underage.
Yeah.
Okay, understand. So next we go for the next question. So to Mr. Mahmood.
Yes.
So my question is about. So can you walk us through how the juvenile cases are actually handled in the court base? How the juvenile cases are exactly handled in court?
Okay.
So from your opinion, just give me how the court handle this type of cases in Malaysia.
So when the children is arrested, they will notify the parent that their children is arrested. So the child will taken to child court. If that kid is found guilty, the judge will not consider a prison, but the relative like reform school or counseling to the children.
Okay.
Okay. For as Mr. Mahmood, do you have any recent case about that? Can you give me an example?
So the recent case that I read, a 15 years old boy in Johor found stolen a motorcycle. So instead of the prison, the judge give him a 6-month counseling and a community service. The court empathized, giving him a second chance to him. So the boy don't need to go to prison. They can go like 2 in line to reform them.
Okay, Mr. Can you explain who is the main reason the kids are turning to be a crime? Can anyone?
Their parents, because one of it is lack of love, because they don't spend more time with the kids, so they won't be aware of what the kids doing behind them lah. Mostly their friends with who they playing, they talking. So one of it will turn them into being a criminal. So like just now my friend say, TikTok we can also say as negative and also positive. Why everyone saying it only in a negative way? They can also use TikTok for education purpose. They can learn more things. They can see wildlife videos, like animals, like for kids. So why you can say only it as a negative thing? So the parents need to be aware of what they doing. So one of it is the parents. Then the individual mindset. So how they seeing one things when they scrolling TikTok, they can see a thing in a good way, in the perspective. But some people turning it into a bad way. They see it in a if they see a girl, they sexually assault her. So it will change them in a, maybe they can become a rapist in future when they become an adult. So most of it is their mindset, how they see it.
Okay, thank you.
So from our knowledge, so we need to know the statistics in Malaysia of the juvenile crime. So it's year by year it's increasing. So what your perspective on that, Mr. Shoshan?
So in 2024, the total juvenile cases in Malaysia is 3,950.
So but do you think that number of is high, or even we have a million of people in our country, so that amount of number is high, or even it's average number of?
No, it's high.
It's high. Okay, so more.
And then soon, middle of 2025, January until June, this crime rated for juvenile is 2,200 times. So it's in this year also it's high.
Okay, so what do you think? What types of the crimes is coming highly in our Malaysia country? What type of crimes?
Cybercrime, and then also now the student.
So you can see cybercrime. So how can be related to the cybercrime in part of underage kids in cybercrime, based on the cybercrime? So how they do the crimes based on the cybercrime?
They learn from social media influencer.
So like as we have a TikTok like that, so they influence from that and they willing to do crimes. Okay, so what
I
do
have
you
a
think?
point regarding the question. So for underage cybercrime cases might be low because the knowledge regarding cybercrime will be low. So I don't agree with it. So if you talk about cybercrime, maybe about social media, I think view of porn being increased in childhood. I mean minors.
And do you think
Even-
the people from childhood from 8-10 years can see the porn all?
Yeah, now they started. Even 8 to 10 years, people also started
Yes,
to
so
rape.
age registry.
Yeah.
How they can see the forms?
Now Google, you can just open your phone and just open. You can do anything.
Yeah, I agree.
The one age restriction is based on the mother's parents' security. The one lah. If the parents already on the security, the one, then only the age everything will be. Now, like that's why I say the parents don't. They don't see what their kids doing. Even nowadays, the cartoon and all also all like nonsense, you know. Like not a good thing for the kids.
I agree.
So for the kids, like just now we said the cybercrime. I think for kids the maybe theft being more because the family situation maybe they be poor or what. So theft being increased and also cyber bullying in school being a lot. These cases from those days, I also one of them being bullied by my friends. So I think this is the most increased case.
Okay.
Even in 2023 the case was low, but 2024 the case have been high.
Okay, I may have a question. Okay, if school students are bullying or activity in violence, why the school didn't have any punishment of them? Why the cases are going to for juvenile cases systems?
One of it, the teacher itself won't know. Even if I become the victim, I'll be afraid of go and telling to my teacher. Do you agree with it?
Yeah.
You know why I'm saying it?
Yeah,
If I
because
go and
the
tell,
other students will
yeah, I will get more bullied by my friends rather than they being afraid. But I will start to afraid. So I will keep on staying silent and I'll be a victim of
And then
being bullied.
school reputation also being low. So the parents all they didn't send to the school. So that's it.
So you are agree with, you are scared for because the school system will accuse them, but the bullies will bully them
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all these are based on the improvement of the technology. It might be one of the main reason for this. So even when we are childhood, so from that generation, we don't even have phone. We have just used the button phone like that. So even we can't even use watch like that pornography or so even just we watch the TV, cartoons, everything. So that generation compared to this generation, there is might be more chances. So depend of the technology improvement, but we have to maintain in the correct way so we can be available from this thing. Okay, so I understand and clearly I have justified from that. So Mr. Mahmood,
Yeah.
so I also want to know from your opinion what is social media. So social media nowadays it's a very key role. So how they influence from the crime in the children?
So platform like TikTok and Instagram, they're featuring a content that really widens that can influence the kids. Like example in 2023, TikTok trend like
Okay, Mr. Mahmood, thank you for your opinion. Okay, we have a law that we can't rotan the children and the students. So what is your opinion about that? Can you explain about that?
If you compare to those days, as we know, we will get back by pipe, by bell, by hanger, by everything. But these days, when you get to know, even the teachers are afraid of being to punish the students. If now your kid do a wrong, what the teacher need to do? She need to punish them. At least a small punishment, so that they will be more good in the future. They will improve their performance. So as you know, I hear the case that a teacher just pinched the student go and report to the parents, and the parents go and report to the police, and it became a big case. So the law need to be more strictened lah. The kids need to be punished, but in a small way. For example, like education way, they need to write a lot of words, they need to complete a paragraph. For example, maybe it can improve them rather than just being punished by beating them and all. So they can try in a education way.
Yeah, I agree.
So suddenly you talk about this, so I just didn't know my past memory. When my childhood, when I was school, so my teachers are very very strict.
Yeah.
So he give me, I didn't do the homework, so he just came, pam 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 pam, left and right, then I just started crying. So it's those all are very strict, but we notice. So we next time we do the homework all correctly. So we not like this. Go and complain with the parents all. So not so but this generation kids I like see eye level
Very
technology very soft, and they are very what even more with the adults, they go one step advanced kids.
Yeah, we say to our parents also. The parents also say very good. So next time you do homework. Nowadays generation, it's okay. Then straight away go to police station and report.
So you're saying that
So,
our
nowadays-
generation are strong than
Yeah,
this generation.
exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so overall, so today is a digital age. So our youth are more exposed to do crime, not just on the street, so but on screens. So these demand a justice system that is both rehabilitative and digitally literate. So thank you to our all guests for the insightful discussion today. So juvenile justice is not about a law; it's about lives, choices, and changes. It's upcoming future generations.
Exactly. If we want a safer future, we must support our youth and generation of today. Thanks for listening and catch you in our next episode. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.